The WWE Draft 2017, the shakeup. The WWE Draft 2017, the shakeup. The fuck? The WWE Draft 2017, and also known as the shakeup, Superstar Shakeup of 2017. Whatever the fuck that means, I don't know, but it probably means draft is coming up. WWE like to change the names, unnecessary, but it is what it is. Maybe it's something different. Now, the only thing we know about this draft, this Superstar Shakeup, is that we are going to have something like agreements and trades. It's not going to be a roulette. It's not going to be this that I really loved back in the day. It's going to be, Kurt Angle talking with Daniel Bryan about the trades that they want to make. Now, this is a very hard prediction to make because I don't know how many are going to be drafted. I don't know who is going to be drafted. That's the whole point of predictions. And it's hard. The list that I just made, I can even disagree with myself, and that's fucked up. I have some fucking anger issues. But whatever happens, happens. I might be right, I might be wrong, which I love being in wrestling. Being wrong in wrestling is so special. So you, my beautiful sexy beasts of the GreatOne community, great community! You are watching the WWE Draft 2017 Predictions Superstar Shakeup. The Miz to Raw. I really hope this doesn't happen. I really hope it doesn't freaking happen. Do you see The Miz getting an opportunity on Raw? I don't. There were rumors at the first beginning of the draft that The Miz is going to be drafted after a couple of months because Raw seen the credibility of The Miz. So when you see credibility on Smackdown, you gotta take that motherfucker and put him on Raw. That's the freaking logic. And I hate that. The Miz has done so much for the IC title, so much for the Intercontinental, for the Smackdown brand, that I really don't want to see him on Raw. I mean, he's getting a push, the crowd is behind him, so there is no reason, but something tells me that it is going to happen. Because he's a big name and they would think he's gonna be a good contender for the US Championship. No, please. He needs to stay on SmackDown, but that is my prediction that he is going to Raw. I mean, they probably want him for Miz TV so they can have Roman Reigns talk about something and punch him in the face and look strong. That is probably what's going to happen, but I disagree with that. It should not happen. Seth Rollins to SmackDown. I would pretty be alright with that. I would love that. It doesn't seem like Seth Rollins has anything left to do on Raw, to be quite honest with you, unless other draft pick would happen. But I just don't see a big future for Seth Rollins on Raw. I mean, he can, he's one of the biggest stars, but bringing him to SmackDown would fresh up things so much. I mean, he would have so many rivals on SmackDown. Now, when he faced The Authority, he faced Triple H. It doesn't seem like they would have fresh storyline for him. Against Jericho, we had it. Against Owens, we had it. We had everything pretty much. Against Brock Lesnar, we already had it. It just doesn't feel right, and I think WWE realizes that. I think he will come to SmackDown. That is my prediction. Rivalries I would love to see is Seth Rollins versus The Miz, Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles. These sound very, very delightful. And whether it's going to happen or not, we are going to see at a Superstar Shakeup. But I think it should. Enzo and Cass to SmackDown. Yeah, it feels like Monday Night Raw has a tag team division, a great tag team division, a tag team division that is obsolete. But the thing is, it's a tag team division that every tag team that is over is a face. You feel me? Like every big tag team is a face, and SmackDown Live doesn't have a great tag team division, let's be honest out here. And Enzo and Cass, the biggest face tag team that gets the biggest pop. Now the Hardys went back, that doesn't happen, but they should come to SmackDown. And I feel like they will, they talk to Kurt Angle, what's going to happen with our future as the tag team champions. We don't have a tag team gold around our waist. And they got a number 1 contenders match. They lost the number 1 contenders match, so which means we can actually see that change. I would love to see Hardy, but they are champions, and I just don't see Hardy's bringing those red period of bloods to SmackDown. That wouldn't happen. So Enzo and Cass should go to SmackDown, and they probably will. Sami Zayn to SmackDown definitely should happen. If this one doesn't happen, this whole superstar shake that ass. I'm weird. This superstar shakeup, this draft is stupid, it's shitty, it doesn't make any sense. This is the guy that should have been on SmackDown when the draft actually started, And this is not my wish list, this is predictions because I think he will be drafted. I don't think WWE are that damn stupid to not bring that guy to SmackDown. He should be on SmackDown, he would get the opportunity, he would get the IC title, he would have great rivalries against, Corbin. Sounds cool. For the WWE Championship against AJ Styles, holy shit, that is just against Nakamura. Anyone, really. Sami Zayn on Raw is just a freaking jobber who's weird around general manager. He has erections around Mick Foley and is just not entertaining anymore. Now he might just have that spark with Kurt Angle, I just want to see him on SmackDown. I don't think SmackDown will bury this guy just as much as Raw are doing it right freaking now. I think it's my prediction he will go to SmackDown Live, and the next thing is on this damn list is the New Day to SmackDown Live. Either Enzo and Cass or the New Day are going to SmackDown. This is also my prediction. One of those will happen. The New Day don't really have anything left on Raw. They are not even wrestling. They are on sketches. They are doing these hosting shits. And on SmackDown, they could really make the WWE SmackDown Tag Team titles very prestigious. And I think you will agree with me on that. I think they would go to SmackDown against the Usos. For some effed up reason, this really sounds interesting to me. They are the microphone guys, and they would elevate the tag team division that is not... We don't have a tag team division on SmackDown pretty much. The title is not even defended, not on SmackDown, not on WrestleMania. Fuck this shit. We need a great tag team division on SmackDown. Maybe both of these teams would go, which is unlikely. But then again, we have a revival on Raw, so maybe, and that is my prediction. Either Enzo and Cass or the New Day are going to Raw, SmackDown, fuck Raw, and we might see what happens. By the way, don't fuck Raw. Raw was great. I just don't feel like it's going to be great in the couple of days, weeks, Dean Ambrose to Raw, the only damn thing, the Shield. I think it needs to happen. If Seth Rollins is not going to SmackDown, Dean Ambrose comes to Raw, we have a Shield, so either way, it's good. Dean Ambrose, he's the Intercontinental Champion, so I don't see him going. Because here's the thing, you might say, well, they can switch the IC title with the US title. Kevin Owens is not going to SmackDown. He is in a group with Triple H, Samoa Joe, that future group. And he isn't ready against Jericho. He's going to defend his title at Payback or whatever the pay-per-view is. Backlash maybe. No, Backlash is SmackDown's. I just don't feel like it's going to happen. But at the same time, maybe we will have the Intercontinental Championship defended. So in that way, he loses to Corbin and goes to that. Why the fuck didn't that happen this week on SmackDown? This is weird, but I just feel like Ambrose is going to Raw for some effed up reason. But if Seth Rollins goes to SmackDown and Roman Reigns goes to SmackDown, holy shit, I'm excited. I'm freaking excited. My prediction is Ambrose going to Raw. It might not happen. It might not be even be in the talks. But it might happen. Who the fuck knows? Nobody knows on Monday Night Raw, the extravaganza of wrestling. This channel is dying. This channel is becoming into a cringe fest. AJ Styles to Raw. This one I disagree with myself. It's really weird. We are going to have this conversation between two GMs and they are going to decide who are they trading for what. Weird sentence. I bet you understand what I'm trying to say. What if you've seen Smackdown, there was a talk between AJ Styles and Shane McMahon, and he said, I owe you something, shakes hand, and you know, there's respect between both parties. So what happened basically is AJ Styles said, man, I don't want to leave SmackDown, I built SmackDown, and I want to stay here, I don't want to go anywhere. Yeah, I agree with him. Fuck Raw. SmackDown is the place to be. Team Blue. He should stay on SmackDown. Definitely should. I have zero wish that he would come to Raw. Fuck that shit. He needs to be on SmackDown. But if that, something tells me he's going to Raw. You know, Vince McMahon likes him and he would be like, oh, AJ Styles was Roman Reigns. He might like that again. I just don't want to see that happening. Either way, let me know your predictions of the Superstar Shakeup in the comments below. Make sure to like this video if you want more. Make sure to click that notification button, that damn bell. Make sure to comment, just like I've said already. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at TheGreatOne YT, and make sure to follow me on Twitter. Make sure to support my Patreon if you can. The Great One, peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.